What's up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie, Mel, back again on my self-help channel to give you guys yet another video. And today, we're going to be doing a heart talk. I call these heart talks, and I think that's what I'm going to continue to call them on this channel. When I just kind of come on, talk from the heart, and just share my feelings with you guys, and hopefully share some of the lessons that I feel like I'm learning or have learned with whoever is watching, in hopes that it's going to help you, support you to make good decisions for yourself and things of that nature. Now, if you are a reoccurring cutie, hey, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, love you guys to the moon and back from Moonchild. And if you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to become a reoccurring cutie by pressing the subscribe button below and clicking the bell below also, so that you guys can be notified every single time that I post. I'm not sure how much time I have on this camera, so I'm going to get straight into the video. So you guys, I want to talk today about manifestation and how saying no is very important in that manifestation process. And I'm going to tell you guys a real tea situation from my life, in which I feel like would be helpful for anybody who is watching. The reason why I say saying no is important is because when we think of manifestation, we think about all the things that we're getting, right? We think about all of the things that we're attracting, all of the people that we're attracting, the relationships, the jobs, the opportunities, you know, the alignment, all of this stuff. We're bringing stuff to us. So when you are manifesting, I feel like you have to be very selective, and you have to sift through the things that come to you, because everything that you attract is not necessarily the best option or the most in alignment with what it is that you actually want. So I feel like I have had a problem in the past with self-sabotaging myself by knowing that something isn't completely really what I asked for. And when I say this, I don't mean it in a sense of nitpicking, like, oh, like I wanted my guy to be 6'5" and he's only 5'10" type shallow things. I mean, like, in the truest of truths, like the value that you were trying to receive in something, like, it's just not necessarily matching up. So for me, I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you guys about the relationship that I had been manifesting since 2018. And during this time, I have entertained multiple different love interests, but at the end of the day, I feel like I've been sabotaging myself by not really listening to my heart. And I'm a Gemini Venus, so I'm so like curious, and I'm always like so bubbly and open to be like, like, you know, what is this over here, and what's that over there? Like, I'm really that kind of person, and I'm really always like down to explore. And that curiosity, I feel like sometimes just gets me in trouble and derails me a little bit. But all in all, I feel like I learn from it every single time, and I'm just becoming more self-aware each and every time. But to say that I feel like I needed to say no recently. So to be honest, I have attracted a relationship to me, and which was very in alignment with what I felt like I wanted at the time. I showed you guys my vision board and how for this year I've been manifesting you know, someone that I could go out to eat with, someone that treated me nice and took me to nice places, and someone that I could travel with, all of those different things. And, you know, all of that was great. And I felt like that was so beautiful for this time. And I needed someone to support me through the changing times, and I wanted to be of support to someone else. But at the end of the day, something that's very important to me is loyalty. I care about good communication. I care about the relationship that I'm being in ultimately being healthy. That's one of the biggest things. If it's not healthy, then it needs to go. I just feel like I've been through enough situations to where I've just put myself into these destructive situations, and honestly, it's not fun anymore. I can be honest and tell you guys that maybe I've been toxic in the past, and I've just been down to just be on some toxic ass shit, and I just didn't care. But now that I'm just growing wiser, it's not fun. Like, getting yourself into a situation that doesn't really fit who you want to be and where you're going, in a sense of like what you really want at heart, like it's tiring. And it's to the point where it's getting so much easier to me, thank you to God, to let go of things that are not working out. Like, I need someone who's going to be loyal to me. I want someone who wants to be committed to me. I want someone who sees me as that person that's going to be their fiance, their wife, someone that they want to be with and grow old with. Like, I feel like I've been in denial about that for a long time because my parents are divorced. So I'm like, well, maybe it's just not possible. And I feel like maybe in my subconscious, just seeing how everything played out with, you know, the relationships of my mom and, you know, maybe my grandma and all that stuff, it kind of has deterred me from really hopping in the way that I probably could with some of the better options for me that have been coming my way or have came my way in the past. Like, there was this guy that I had dated very briefly, and I wouldn't even say dated because it's just like we linked up and I was helping him, like I had twisted his hair and things like that, and we were really vibing, and I felt like he would be the type of guy. He was treating me so nice. Like, he had got me a nice little seafood boil. You know, I like to smoke, so he had blunts ready for the queen. Like, he was just so down. Like, he has his own money, he has his own situation, he's inspired, he's passionate, all these different things. And I felt like, because if I'm being honest with you and I'm being real, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope that me being real just attracts more real people to my channel. I feel like that's exactly why I did not choose to continue, because I just felt like, oh, well, if I get into a situation with this guy, then I am probably going to end up really being with him for a long time. And that sounds crazy, right? Because if you guys have known me to talk about this, I have been saying that I am attracting a long-term committed healthy relationship with great sex for a long time. So I just feel like going forward, I'm going to be saying no. And as the end of the year closes, I feel like everybody kind of subconsciously does this. Like, everybody kind of reflects on, you know, who have I had in my life? How has that been going for me? Do I feel like these people are, you know, in my best interest? Do I feel like I should continue to invest energy this way or that way? And I've been doing this all year, and I'm sure a lot of other people have too, because when it comes down to things like a pandemic, you really start to care about what really matters in your life and what you really want. And it's easier to not be distracted by the hustle and bustle and really see, like, oh, this person cares about me, these people right here are supportive of me and they deserve my energy. And on the other hand, these people over here, you know, maybe it was cool for a season and they're great acquaintances to know, but I don't necessarily need to invest energy that way anymore. So you guys, I'm just going to put it out there, and I want to put this out here because I want to be vulnerable with myself, and I really want to start admitting to myself that, yes, like, I hope that, not even I hope, I manifest that within the next 2 years I will be someone's fiance, and the man that I will be with is going to just treat me so good. We're going to travel the world together. Sometimes, you know, we're going to go out to amazing new restaurants. We're going to go do whatever we want to do, and we're going to be together, and we're going to be together because we love to be together. We're going to be together because it feels right. We are going to be together because we are going to fight to be in each other's lives, and we are going to communicate out of any situation that needs to be communicated out of. We are going to be so trusting of each other because we are not giving each other reasons to doubt or think any less of the partner. We're going to be together because we are in love, and we are, you know, willing to do the work, the self-work, to grow together and, you know, just become greater versions of ourselves together. I personally feel like I definitely want to just be single until I feel like it makes sense, until I feel like it's undeniably the person that I need to be with, until I'm with a person who accepts me for exactly who I am, someone who accepts me for my shortcomings but inspires me to be better, someone who sees me and sees an opportunity to be everything that they wanted to be, someone who just looks at me and be like, damn, like, I love her just the way that she is. And yeah, she might get on my nerves sometimes. We might get into arguments. maybe she's moody sometimes, but I would not want to be with any other person but her. And I would never put our relationship at jeopardy to do something stupid that's not gonna last. Like, I just want someone who's gonna be real. I feel like I'm a real person, and I feel like I definitely will always have room to grow. I don't believe that we ever finish growing, but I just know that I think I actually am ready to call into my partner, and I actually believe that my partner is coming to me very soon, sooner than I even think, sooner than I know. And I know that my partner is going to approach me ready, and I'm going to be ready as well. And I believe that we are going to take our time still and really get to explore each other slowly, gradually, like a tree grows from the ground up into the sky, slow, building a deep connection rooted in trust, communication, love, joy, and just authenticity, and just knowing what we want, being who we are, and just knowing where we're going, direction, all of that. All of that sounds hella sexy to me right now. Because before, I would say, I don't know, maybe I was just a little toxic too. I attracted some toxic partners, and what has been helping me to really feel a lot better about the things that I've been through is just noticing how similar I am to all of the people that I attract. So it's just like, it allows me to give a certain grace. Like, some things, of course, I wouldn't do, but I am a very introspective person, and I can look at someone and start to pick up the nuances of our relationship and be like, that reminds me of someone that I know very near and dear, and it's me. So it's all me. So I'm looking at everything as a projection of, my subconscious. Everything that I attract, there's a reason why I attract it, and I need to look at what it is that I brought to myself, check that out, see what about it is not quite right. And I hope not, but maybe I'll be in another relationship that isn't that relationship. Maybe I won't. Sometimes it's really hard to know in the beginning, but I believe that, like, I'm just getting better at recognizing the things in myself. I'm getting better at recognizing myself through the experiences that I bring into my life, and how I can be better, how I need to change, how I could possibly be bringing some of the situations that I have to me in my life based upon how I'm thinking, how I'm acting, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm thinking, my expectations and things of that nature. So overall, you guys, I'm not going to make this video super long because I want to be able to just upload it straight to YouTube today, because I fell off the last couple days. Just been, living life, trying to figure out things, and really been meditating, as this is the month for that for me. I declared that like the second day of December that I was really going to get in tune with myself and see what it is that I want. And another thing that I want to say to you guys is, if you by chance are watching this, just because you are not necessarily feeling like you are the person for whoever it is that you might be dating at the time, it does not mean that that person is bad, and it doesn't mean that your experience has to be bad. Because I shared with you guys, like, on my vision board video, that I feel like the love that I attracted in my life this year was very much in alignment with what I said that I wanted. But now I'm just feeling like diving deeper after going through that experience, it just adds to my vocabulary as to what I want, what I don't want. But I recognize the beauty in the situation. I had so much fun. Literally, that was the most fun relationship that I had ever been in, and I don't regret it. And I honestly, at this point, I don't regret it ending either, because I just feel like I'm so much closer to where I want to be than I was before. I hope this video helped someone. If it did, please go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment down below about any thoughts that you may have had or that you want to share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.